Hello dogs and cross watchers, welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa. This reading is for your September love scenario, and I'll be using a 4-card tarot spread. I just put in an extra one for extra advice. We always need the extra advice. I know how it is. The first card is going to be for how you are feeling about your partner. The second card is going to be about how your partner is feeling about you, your partner, your love interest. Then we're going to get one card for the outcome. And then the fourth one is going to be for advice, as I said. And then all the packs that I'm using in this reading is going to be in the description box below. And also everything that you need to know about this channel, Pink Lotus Tarot, is also in the description box below. I've also put some extra information on the for the dog zodiac. It's always nice to have extra information about yourself. Right, I think let's get started. And I must say that just before the reading, I've been feeling, I've had this frog in my throat, so I think it's a sign that you guys are a bit stuck. Maybe you're not saying clearly what you mean, or you're not, you can't get something out to tell somebody. Let's see what the cards say. Alright, let's first get the tarots going, and then I'm going to do also advice cards from all my other decks. I love the advice cards because it always gives you extra. Okay, dogs, let's see what your love has in store for you. I'm positive, so I always think positive. And yes, sometimes we do have negativity, but it's, like I always say, it's how you cope with the negativity. That saying, life gives you lemons, make lemonade. I know sometimes it's easier said than done, but I tell you what, if you just try and be positive and keep a positive mindset, all will be well, my friend. Okay, my angels, my angels, I call upon you in this moment in time. The intention is to clarify how the dogs are feeling about their partner. Oh, lovely. Love that card for you, dogs. So already starting positive. Wonderful. Okay, second card is for how the dog's partner or love interest is feeling about the dogs in this moment in time for September 2020. Thank you, my angels. Please give me one card for how they are. Oops, there we go. Okie dokie. My cards never lie, so let's see what's happening here, dogs. My angels, my angels, my angels. You have. That's good. Please give me a card for advice. A card for advice. Please give me a card. Let's see. Alright, those cards look great. I'm loving them. Okay, what I normally, I always, you can see in my other reads, I always do the cards first, and then I go into what the scenario is. So we have the Moonology pack now. The first pack of cards we used was the Mystic Mondays. I just love the colors on those cards. It's amazing. Moonology cards for advice for the dogs in September 2020 and their love life, please. Thank you, my angels. Oh, there we go. I think we'll put it that side. Eh? It's got quite a few cards coming. Alright. Our next cards up would be the Animal Spirit cards. Animal Spirit cards. Angels, 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 please give me a card for the dogs. What do they need to know? Or should I say, what advice do they need in the month of September for their love life? What advice do the dogs need for their love life in September? Please give me one card, my angels. Please, there you go, that one will never come out. Oh, lovely, wisdom. I like owls. Full of wisdom. Alright, so then we're going to get an angel, archangel card. Oops, that one came flying out. Okay. Another angel card, please. Another angel card, please. These cards are quite large, so they're not that easy to shuffle. I do like to shuffle until the cards come out, because then I know that it is from source. And my angels, please give me one card. Please give me one card for the dance for the month of September. Advice for love. Love advice, please. Love advice, please. One card, please. No, oops, there we go. Oh, wow. These two cards tie into the story, meaning almost the same meaning, really. Okay. Oh, the wrong deck, sorry. Okay, so I'm going to, the last card, advice card, would be my beautiful cards. The Journey from Brandon Bays. I love her advice on these cards. It's my very, very first pack I got about 21 years ago. A long time ago, so they're always the best ones, hey? Okay, my angels, one card for advice, please, out of this pack, out of this deck. The Journey, Brandon Bays. Please give me one card for advice for the dogs, for their love life in September. There's something wanted to come out there, but I didn't quite see it. There we go. Lovely. I just want to get these cards so that you can see them all. They're all looking good. This is all the advice cards. I'm sure you can see them. Let's just have a look. Okay, so not bad if I look at them, but there is some niggles. I always say niggles because it doesn't sound so bad. But let's see. Okay, so with the Two of Wands, I'm trying to get this card up. Okay. With the Two of Wands, dog, you know, it's almost like, with the Two of Wands means like a decision. So I feel like you're waiting for a decision to be made, you know, from your partner, your love interest. And I think you're feeling towards them, you're feeling very frustrated. And if I look at the other cards, we'll go into them. It's could possibly be a sign of you know, too dependent. You know, I think maybe, I feel that it's more your side, that you're very dependent on your partner because of their card. Let's hope not. You know, in life, in relationships, we must always try and not be dependent on another person. You know, interdependent is good. When you both, you know, when you're both giving the give and take the same things, then it will work perfectly, because then you're both on the same vibration. You know, it's all about respect. And if you do have that issue, then I suggest you know, you work on that issue, because it's the only way you're going to have a real relationship that'll work, if there's no dependency on your partner. Okay. I don't know why I can't pick these cards up, but anyway, let's do this now. So how your partner's feeling about you is the Eight of Swords. So you see, in this Eight of Swords, your partner's feeling a bit trapped and kind of confined in the relationship, you know. But you know, what I'd like to say, if this is you, if you're watching as a cross watcher, and this, you know, you are the partner, you must remember that you are your only jail keeper. Nobody keeps you in a position. You keep yourself in that position, and it's, you know, it's up to you. You need to get out of this jail that you've put yourself in, because no one can put you in there. Only you. And I always say it. Don't blame anyone for anything that goes wrong in your life, because you're the only one to blame. Okay, so dogs, your partner is feeling, you know, they're not sure what to do. They're not sure whether to move forward with the relationship, and they're not sure if they should rather end the relationship. And this is why things are taking so long for them to make this decision. You know, this is why you're getting restless, because you don't know what they feel. And so basically they've put themselves in a bit of a you know, where they're not sure what to do. Because, I mean, you know, if you have this and if the person's not sure, there is obviously a lot of love, and I think that your partner does feel a lot of love, but they're just, you know, they're tired obviously of, you know, having to go through this probably over and over and over again, because it seems, you know, that I just feel that if I look at the other cards as well, it's almost like one of you have come into the relationship, or even both of you for that matter, but one of you have come into the relationship, you know, bringing in the negativity from your past relationships. In other words, I mean that, you know, lessons that you didn't learn in your previous relationship, you've brought in to this relationship. And unfortunately, that's just the way the universe is. It's not going to work unless you've learned those lessons in your previous relationship. You'll have a better outcome in your next relationship. But if you're going to carry that baggage over, it's never going to work. Dogs, you need to realize that it's not going to work. And cross watcher, take note. Okay, so in the judgment, this is judgment in reverse. I do reversals, so just so you know. So I just feel the outcome, this is the outcome card. And as I said, you know, before, there's an avoidance of making a decision. So, and because the Eight of Swords is your partner's, is the cross watcher partner's card, partner love interest card, it's more than likely the partner that's, you know, avoiding the decision. Like I said earlier on, they're in a bit of a, you know, they're stuck in this space where they don't know. They don't know if they should, you know, just break it off altogether or try again. So unfortunately, as I said, it's not going to work if you don't, you know, if you don't get rid of that baggage from your previous relationship and work on your issues, you know, your dependency issues, then it's not going to work. Yeah, you know, I just think, you know, this kind of thing, like I said, you know, it happens because of the dependency. And I think that if you're going, you just need to have mutual respect for each other and more openness and honesty. And you both need to be, like, I know I always speak about frequency, but frequency is so important. You know, read up about frequency and how it works, because nothing can come together and be together if the frequencies are not the same. So if your frequency, if one of you frequency is out of balance, it's not going to happen. So Judgment card, try and make the decision, because this is avoiding making the decision. This is what this card means. So this is the outcome. There's going to be an avoidance, and guess what? Dog, you are going to be left hanging on, because partner doesn't know what to do, and they're not going to give, they're not going to give you love. And if it does come together, the same thing's going to go round and round, and the circle will keep going round, and it'll just get worse and worse and worse. And then you break off with it in bad terms, which is not a good thing. So let's, cross watchers, let's try and get this, make that decision, and do it the right way. Don't leave it on the back burner, because it's not going to come right on its own. I can tell you that, because those lessons need to be learned, and in order for that, when that happens, then you'll get your relationship or your relationships in perfect order. All right, so we have the Empress, which is also major arcana. This is for the advice. So I think, the advice is just take good care of yourself, dog, and work on your issues in your relationship, and work on yourself. Most importantly, work on yourself, nourish yourself, so that you can be the Empress. This is who you are meant to be, the Empress, the Emperor. There's no gender specification. It's just a male or female. Same thing. Look after yourself. And you know what? When you do look after yourself, when you start eating properly, when you start exercising, when you start doing the right things and start thinking negative and putting out the positive, your whole life changes, and everything becomes positive. Even your relationships will become positive. And so this dependency is actually negative. So that you need to work on and turn it into positive. Codependency. I hope that message came through loud and clear, and I hope you understood that message, dogs. Okay, so the Moonology, we got adjustments are required. As I said in the story that I gave you, it's exactly that. You need to adjust the negative to the positive, and learn what you had to learn from your previous relationships, and this relationship can work. There's nothing that can't work. We've just got to do it in the right way, and then it can all come together, dogs. I believe that it can. I feel that you guys can actually work on it, and you can. All right, so from the animal spirit deck, we got the lovely owl. As we all know, the owl is all about wisdom. But this owl card, you see how these cards all tie up. These cards never lie. They don't come out like this, just because they come out like this. These are all tying in together, and it's amazing, So the owl is an air sign in the Western horoscopes, and this is like dependency, so when you because this relationship is out of control, because it's not balanced. So the owl means dependency and quarreling over things, because almost like what do you call it, when you're always relying on someone for an answer, relying on someone for love, you got to love yourself before you can love anyone else. Excuse me. And it's not going to work if you don't love yourself. So at the end of the day, to put this relationship in balance, you need to turn it around and be more codependent. Give and take, like I said in the beginning. be honest, be generous, and just say what you mean and mean what you say. You know, don't leave it and avoid making a decision. Because you've got to feel how the other person feels. It's not right. You know, you can't leave someone hanging in the air. But also in the same breath, you don't allow, dogs, don't allow anyone to leave you hanging up in the air. You're more special than that, and you're worth more than that. Stand your ground, get rid of your issues if you have any issues, and you just worry, you know, you just make sure that you are happy with you, because no one else can make you happy. I keep stressing that out, and I will stress it out every time I do a video and I get these cards that I need to talk about the same situation. So to bring it into balance, as I said, you know, you just need to be trusting, secure, and just you know, making an offering to each other and saying, yes, okay, so we're both prepared to work on this. The cross watcher needs to give you an answer and make a decision to try and make things right, and you both need to do the same thing. Okay, so our next card, which is quite a different card to get for a love reading, but maybe it could be career transition. This is Archangel Chamuel, and he says your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. So that could mean, you know, it's obviously got something to do with your career, and but it could also say, if we can just turn the career maybe into love transition, you know. So your life purpose might be triggering this, either you both getting back together, or you both moving on from one another and moving in to what your life purpose is actually all about. Thank you, Archangel Chamuel, for that. Okay, and then we have Serenity, which I said earlier on means the same, almost the same as the Empress. So you need to get some serenity. You need to start, you know, healing yourself from previous relationship issues, all the baggage from the past. Heal it, and I tell you what, all your future relationships will be so much better if you can just heal the past and move on from it. Your relationships will work out so much better. Cross watchers, dogs. Serenity. Go take a walk. Go do some meditation in nature. You can do anything to replenish yourself and to get into a meditation to help you, and you know, ask the universe to help you to move on from the baggage, heal the past. So forgive the past, feel it and remove it, heal it, let it go, let it go. All right, and then we have my favorite cards from Brandon Bayes, The Journey, and this one is present moment awareness. It's amazing, like I said earlier on, how all these cards tie in together. You know, present moment awareness. What are you feeling right now? You know, so basically, what I'm thinking, what's coming in for me now is for your partner, love interest, the cross watcher. Be in the present moment and think to yourself, how are you feeling right now? You know, be in the stillness, be in the serenity. Same as you, dogs, you know, this is your card. So you two also need to, how are you feeling now? Are you feeling dependent on your love interest? And if you are, work things out for yourself. Get rid of the baggage. and get into the proper vibration that you should be in, so that you can be on the same vibration as your partner if you want this to move forward. And just be in the present moment and think how you feel, and then you make your decision and you let your partner know about that decision. And that, because in that moment, that's how, you know, you need to make those decisions. You can't leave your decisions hanging on for the next month or two. You know, it's not fair on you, and it's not fair on your partner. Okay, so I really loved these cards. It was a good story, because it's also good kind of education to some people that, you know, that do have if they're depending on someone for their happiness and love, and it can be anything, for money, for anything, you know. You can't do that. It's not the right thing to do. Your relationship won't strive on that. So just give it a thought, dogs. It was lovely doing your reading, dogs. I do wish you all a great September in your love life. I know that, because just remember, if all this reading can change. If you want it to be positive, your life will be positive. But if you're going to bring all this negativity, it's just going to be negative. It's what you ask the universe, what you feel, what you're thinking. So just be aware what you're thinking. You know, think positive, dogs. It's going to be the best for you guys this September. All right, so dogs and cross watchers, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And if you would like to get notifications for my future videos, make sure to hit the bell button